Hello, this is Don with Angel Eyes Foundation again. I have another question that maybe somebody out there can help me with. Texas squatters' rights. When someone invites someone into their house, a girl invites a guy or a guy invites a girl. And this is the craziest thing because we have a couple of cases like this working right now where someone who is on the lease has invited a boyfriend or a girlfriend to stay over for a few days, a week, a month, and then they have to go file an eviction notice to get them out of there. And the couple of officers that I've talked to said it is because Texas has a squatters' rights law. Maybe somebody can explain to me how that works, because the way the officers explained it to me doesn't seem to be anywhere near logical or ethical or legal to me. So if a young lady invites a guy into her house for dinner or to stay a couple of nights, she in turn has to go down and file for a eviction notice in order to get this guy out of her house. It would seem to me that by all legal means, the person, the victim, on the lease or on the paperwork, on the deed, on the title, something would have the priority of staying there, as opposed to the officers suggesting that one or the other leave. And 9 times out of 10, the abuser tends to stay and the victim has to leave their own house, even though they're not on the apartment lease, they're not on the deed, they're not on the contract. They have no rights there. They don't even receive mail there. Even if they did receive mail there, if they're not the one on the deed or the lease, can somebody please explain to me why Texas has a law that says that the victim or the weaker one or the more submissive one should leave their dwelling because someone insists on staying there? I really need help with this, because as we get more and more calls, and this situation is a part of it, there's got to be something, there's got to be a way that the person who pays the bills, not necessarily pays the bills, because sometimes the rent is paid by the person who's on the lease and the bills are paid by the other person. But either way, the actual dwelling would, to me, seem to be to the person who is on the lease or on the deed. If anyone has an answer to this, please private message me or respond back to this video, or let's do a live Facebook Live at the same time, an interview, and explain to me how this works. Because if this is really true, that seems to be quite a failure in the system. Again, letting the victim down and not holding the abuser accountable, or making the abuser leave the situation, when victims often have to leave their kids because they have nowhere to take the kids, so the kids are with the abuser. I don't get the law. And if somebody would, please message me so we can talk about this live or as an interview or something to explain this law to me. Thank you.